Welcome. Just want to talk about the daily movers today and what's going on in the market and how everything kind of panned out. This morning we had the big drop on Lulu. The news was that they their sales had dropped by more than expected. Stock tanked all the way from up here from the high of about 334 on Friday at a pre-market low of 281.10. Kind of did the bounce. Now we're back up here with 297. So let's take a look at the daily chart. All right, so you can see here on the daily chart. Let's scroll out here a little bit. So on the daily chart, we're kind of here in this congestion area. We're here between the 305, and you can see all this price action that's happening in between here over the last, call it 6-8 months. So if this thing wants to continue to the downside, I look for a possible 280. And if you look this morning, we hit right there at 280, right? Right there, 280, 281. Back to the daily. So looks like that's holding for now. But if we go back to the 15-minute chart, you can see this yellow line, which is the VWAP, this line right here. So we're kind of holding VWAP right now. We were above it, and we're kind of coming up to retest it. So I think, depending on what happens tomorrow, but if we see 281 break, watch out below. Next area of support I see on the daily below the 280 is down here around 271, and then that would take us down to 259 area. All right, next one I want to take a look at is EXAS. Let's look at the 15-minute chart on that. News was that they guided their Q4 revenue growth of 28% year over year. So this stock just absolutely flew to the upside today. Closed down here around 47. We hit a high up here at around 60 and change. What was that actual high? High was 60.82. So this thing's holding up real well, and I think we get another run tomorrow. That's my opinion. So I'm going to look on the daily chart as well for this one and see where we potential targets. So this red line is the 200 SMA. So as you can see on Friday, we bounced off of that, came down and tested it, and then this morning we got that news and this thing ripped. And this thing's been making, higher highs and higher lows for the last couple months since beginning of November. So let's call it 2 full months. We're right up here in this area, right here, around the 60 level. This thing's been going just straight south side for, the last 2 years, basically. And, we're kind of just coming out of that downtrend. So we're seeing if we can rebound. We got some congestion here between 60 and 70. So it's going to have to, it made this big move today. So does it get there tomorrow by the end of the week? I don't know. But I do like it here for a push to the mid-60s. Next one I want to take a look at is BBBY. Everybody's been on this one since last week when they announced they may be filing bankruptcy. Of course, the stock tanked for Thursday and Friday. I thought we'd see, sub $1 today, but the buyer stepped in. So I have a feeling that if they announce they're filing bankruptcy, this thing has a major short interest. People are going to run this up to, who knows how high. And, it'll be a trading vehicle. And then after that, I would look for a move back down towards the $1 and then below. Then it goes on the pink sheets. So as of right now, right here at this level, where we kind of bottomed out there on Thursday, is holding as resistance. So we've rejected it twice, kind of a double, triple top here, and pulled back down. So we'll see what happens with this one. Keep an eye on it. Definitely, this thing can get wild. Next one I want to talk about is NVIDIA. So NVIDIA made this high up here today around the one nice congestion or consolidation as well. up around 160.53. And this thing's been putting in some moves here lately. Let's take a look at the daily chart on this one. All right. So we have this base. We kind of, dropped for the last month up until the end of December last year, right after Christmas, and we kind of just been consolidating sideways, and we get this nice pop today. So I'd like to see this thing, and it has the potential to go back up here to the 165 area, possibly even test the red line, which is a 200 SMA at 167.37. So that would be a target for me, and definitely scaling this one probably with some probably 162 puts going into tomorrow. Just got the MOC just popped up. Got an alert here, 680 million to buy, so that's good. So the bulls are in charge today. Speaking of that, let's take a look at the SPY. All right, so we got the this big kind of, not a big, but rejection back down. We, again, consolidation here over the last call it 3-4 weeks, 2-3 weeks here, back to middle of December. And we broke out of this channel. I got a lot of lines, so I'm always, analyzing stocks. So we're kind of up here in the middle of this red candle here from going back to Thursday, the December 22nd. There was a ton of puts being bought like last Wednesday and Thursday, 371, 372 puts. I mean, a boatload, like 20,000 of them, usually all in one print. And well, obviously that didn't pay off, but someone put some major money down to bet that the market was going to fall down here to the 370 area, but that didn't materialize by today. So we take a look at the 15-minute chart on the SPY. That was big top kind of reject up here at 394. We lost VWAP. We're kind of down here around Friday's close. So going into tomorrow, if we break this 388, then next up will be 386, followed by 384. On the upside, back to 390, and then 394. So we'll see. But we have 6 minutes left in the market as of right now. So CERS was another one that made a major drop today. What was the news this morning? I saw it. 19% after issuing 2023 guidance. So they came out with bad guidance for the rest of the year. So that's not good. But look at the daily chart. And, this thing's pretty choppy here. Let's put it on the weekly. I mean, this thing's kind of been, it's where we've been here. Let's take a look. So if we go from here, we kind of been trying to make, it's just been on a slight upwards trend over the last, this is weekly. This is going back to 2009. So, yeah, it's been basically sideways in this channel from called $8 to, $2.50 over the last last decade or more. But now we're coming down to test this area right here, right? Right. Let's put a marker there. So about the 250 area, right? So let's dig in a little bit more here on this. And might not have came out. So we broke this area right here, which is the low of 271. Right now we're at 272, 271 now, but we got a low of 258 today. So I think we can come here and test this $2 area possibly this week. So this is going, but this congestion low here is from 2017. So that is CERS. And then another one I want to look at here is Tesla. Always a bunch of lines on Tesla. So let's go to the 15 minutes. So today, we had that low the other day of 101.81. That was last Tuesday, the first trading day of the year. And then we've kind of been making, higher highs since then. Back towards this area up here at 135 will be the next target. Let's put it on the 15-minute chart. one of my favorite area time frames to chart on is the 15-minute. We made a little rejection up here at this 123 level, which if you go back, let me stick it on the 30 here. So if you go back, right, this is going back to the end of December. So we came back up here. This is 124, 125 area. So it's rejected, came back, rejected, tried again, rejected, tried a little bit there pre-market on the 30th, rejected, and then it started kind of going down, right? I mean, made a big flush from 123 down to 108. Then it came back up to test this area here, back down, and then here this day when we made that low, I really thought we were going sub 100, and then last Friday the buyer stepped in, and Tesla stock went from basically 101 all the way up to 114, and today making newer highs again. So we're back in this congestion zone. So I'd like to see a breakout on the bull side above 124. On the bear side, if we drop below 117 pre-market, 118, and open up, that will take us back to 115, and then down here in this congestion area right there. So does anybody want to take a look at any particular tickers? If not, I appreciate you guys coming. Please like and subscribe to the video, and be notified when I upload new content, and click the notification bell. Thanks again, and I will see you in the next video.